Hello one and all. Today I will be performing the DLIC experiment 4, in which I'll be using the op-amp as a differentiator. I'll be performing this experiment in the ORCAD PSpice simulator. I've already made the circuit. As you can see, for the op-amp as a differentiator, I've connected the capacitance and a resistance in parallel in the feedback loop, and I've connected resistance and a capacitance in series in the inverting terminal. Uh, you could be wondering why I've connected that. Now, as we know, in a op-amp as in a differentiator, the output of the op-amp as a differentiator is the differentiated uh, waveform of the input waveform, and as it acts as a high pass filter, the gain increases as the the frequency increases. Now in this, I'll be taking the parameters fa is equal to 1 kilohertz and fb is equal to 10 kilohertz. Now I'll be using the C1 as 8 nanofarads. This is the C1 right here, and by substituting it in the formula fa is equal to 1 upon 2 pi rf C1, I can calculate the RF, the feedback resistance, as 20 kilo ohms, and by substituting the value of FB in this equation is equal to FB is equal to 1 upon 2 pi R1 C1, I can calculate the R1, that is the series resistance, is equal to 2 kilo ohms. Now, uh, in a practical differentiator, we will be using the resistance and the capacitance in the feedback and the series, because uh, as the frequency increases, uh, the gain increases, and as the gain increases, there is much higher probability that there will be noise. And to avoid that and to make the circuit more stable, we use the R1 and the CF in the circuit. Now I'll be uh, connecting a sine input first to visualize how the differentiator differentiates this input waveform. I'll be going to place PSpice component, sources, voltage sources, sine. This will be the first waveform that I'll be entering. V off is going to be 0. I'm going to give the amplitude as 1 volt. That's going to be 2 volt peak to peak. Frequency, I'm going to give it as 10 kilohertz initially. AC as 0. Then I'll be connecting this terminals. Now our circuit is ready for simulation. I'll be creating a new simulation profile as sine wave. I'll be giving the simulation settings 10 milliseconds, maximum step size as 0.01 milliseconds. I'm going to apply OK, and we are good to run the circuit. Now as you can see, we have not yet received any waveforms, still loading. Yeah, I have connected the probes already, so you can see this is the waveform that we receive. The gain waveform is the input, and that is the sine wave or sine wave that I've given with the 1 volt amplitude. And as you can see, this the red one is the output waveform, and it has a 90-degree phase shift, and that is the differentiated output for a sine wave. Next, I'll be using a square wave as an input. I can place the square wave by going to place, or I can just search it on the component list. If I go to v underscore square, v underscore square, I'll get this component. I'll be giving the parameters offset as -1, amplitude as 1, period as 0.1 m, and delay as 0. Rise is going to be 1 unit, fall is going to be 1 unit. I'll connect it appropriately. Now our circuit is ready for simulation. I'll be creating a new profile, this square wave. Simulation settings, I'll be giving the same for the transient analysis. The run to time is going to be 10 milliseconds. Maximum step size is going to be 0.01 seconds. Now our circuit is ready for simulation. I'll run. I'll connect the probes, one in the input tile and one in the output side. And as you can see, we've got the waveform. I'll fine it down by changing the simulation settings. I'll give the run to time 1 milliseconds, and if I click on apply, OK, and then run the again. As you can see now, for a square input, I get this as the output. Next, I'll be showing the sine wave as an input, but in this case I'm going to show how at a higher frequency the gain increases. So I'll be placing a sine input again. So sources, voltage sources, sine connected to the terminals. I'm going to give the parameters V of 0, V amplitude same as 1 volt, frequency as 10 kilohertz. This time I'm going to keep it as 10 kilohertz to show how we get a good gain at higher frequencies. I'm going to connect it appropriately again. New simulation profile, sine wave 2, simulation settings 10 milliseconds and 0.01 milliseconds. Okay, now I'll be running the circuit. Then I'll be connecting the probes. Now as you can see, this is our waveform. It's a bit crowded. I'll tune it down again by changing the settings. Change it to 1 millisecond. Apply. Okay. Then I'll be running it. Yeah, as you can see, the green waveform is the input that I've applied and the red is the output that I've received. As you can see, at a higher frequency this time, that is 10 kilohertz, there is a significant increase in the gain in the output waveform. Now I'll be showing the ramp input. I'll be inputting a ramp waveform by searching in the components list, that is V pulse. I'll be filling in the parameters. The V1 is going to be 1, V2 is equal to be -1, time delay is equal to be 0, TR is going to be 1M, then TF is going to be 1M, then PW is going to be 0, then the period is going to be 2M. Okay, now I'll connect it again. Okay, so I'll be creating a new simulation profile. This time it's going to be ramp input. I'll give it 10 ms again, 0.01 again, apply. Okay, run the simulation, connect the probes. As you can see, for a ramp input, the triangular wave input, the output is of the form square wave, that is the differentiated output of the input. Now next I'll be showing how the op-amp as a differentiator works as a high pass filter by showing you the frequency response. For the frequency response, I'll be connected in an AC input by going to PSpice component sources, voltage sources, AC. I'll be creating a new simulation profile. This is going to be frequency response, simulation settings. This time it's not going to be transient. I'll be using an AC sweep. It's going to be logarithmic decade, important, and the start frequency is going to be 1 and end frequency is going to be 100 kilohertz, and the point value is going to be 20. Going to apply. Okay, I'm going to run the simulation. Now I'll connect the probe to the output. As you can see, this is the frequency response that we get. I'll convert it into decibel. I'll by the following method. As you can see, this is the uh, frequency response graph that we get. Now in this, as you can see, uh, as the frequency increases, the gain increases, and the gain is in the decibel format in this. And as you can see, it's really clear that as we increase the frequency, the gain increases significantly, and hence the op-amp as a differentiator also acts as a high pass filter. Thank you.